Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
On the line right now for this edition of Rise Up Reedsville, Quintin Robertson, Parks and Recreation Superintendent for the city of Reedsville. Hey, Quintin.
Hey, how you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing just great. Well, you're into the new job there. Everything's starting off in pretty good shape.
Yes, everything's been moving smooth. We just continue to build on some projects and work on some projects, and got some exciting things happening soon.
That's exactly right. Well, we're certainly glad to have you in charge of Parks and Rec. Tell us about your special guest today, Quintin.
Okay, today we have Allred. He's the Director of Baseball Operations for the Old State Collegiate Summer Baseball League that hopefully will be coming soon in 2021.
Oh, this is exciting. Yeah. Alec, good to have you on the program. We've talked about this a little bit, but not with you. So please tell us about this, the league that's coming to Reedsville, and what this is all about. This is a lot of excitement, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you guys having me on. The Old North State League, like Quinn said, it's a college summer wood bat league based out of the state of North Carolina. We'll have 10 teams this season. They're all spread out basically from the mountains to the coast. So we're really excited about getting into Reedsville. I was telling Quintin that I played my redshirt freshman year at Rockingham Community College, so I always thought that Reedsville should have a college summer league team. It's just a great baseball community. We're really excited about what the future holds there and for the whole league across the state.
Sure. Well, this is a kind of a coming home, so that's great to have that RCC connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does this mean to Reedsville, Alec?
I mean, it's just I think that a lot of these communities around the state, kind of one of our main goals when we started the Old North State League in 2018 was to try to get into the forgotten baseball communities around the state. Back 50, 100 years ago, every team, every pretty large community had a mill team. And then some of those communities ended up getting affiliated minor league teams. And over time, some of those teams have phased out. So what we've tried to do is to try to get back into the communities that had rich baseball history because the talent is still there. And so our goal with the Old North State League is we try to basically pinpoint spots around the state that have a rich community of baseball, and then we draw a circle around that community, and we try to pull in all of the players that are going to be on that team from about 30 miles from around the stadium. And that's really allowed us to get the communities back involved with baseball, out at the ballpark. And it's also, it's good to, we don't try to necessarily go get the biggest school player. We try to get the kid in the backyard that might be playing at a Division II, Division III school that's just a really good ball player. That's kind of our MO. That's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you mentioned the talent that's here, and the interest is here too, isn't it, for sure?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know when I was at Rockingham, there was tons of guys from local guys on the team. So I imagine it's still the same way. I know that the high school baseball scene there is very, very good between Reidsville, Rockingham, and Moorhead, and the other ones in the local area. So we're excited. Like I said, I expect Reidsville to be one of the better teams just from a geographical location and knowing the talent that's in the area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. Well, of course, when we have a team, we've got to have colors, we've got to have a mascot. So bring us up to date on that. How's that coming together?
It's good. The mascot and the team name has been released. The team will be called the Reidsville Luckies. My wife actually is our marketing coordinator, so she comes up with all of the logos and the branding for all the teams across the state. She got her degree from Coastal Carolina in marketing, so this is kind of right here in her alley. And she does a ton of research on the history of each community that we get into to be able to kind of determine the branding of each team. So what she did with Reedsville, obviously she wanted to pay homage to the tobacco companies in the area. And we knew that a long time ago there was a team called the Reedsville Luckies, and now there is a youth organization called the Luckies. So that's why we kind of went that route. The colors are like a forest green and red with a cream white. So we kind of wanted to keep it a little bit old school. And then, we feel like that kind of fits the community, fits the history, and hopefully it'll fit the ballpark when it's finished.
Oh yeah, you're right with that community connection. How do you plan to involve the Reedsville community, Alec?
What we've done across the state is we try to get the young ball players involved. We want to bring baseball back in. We want the people in the smaller communities to see that playing in college baseball is absolutely possible. I know growing up, I was from a really small area, and there wasn't a ton of people that went on to play college baseball. So it was almost like a dream more than a reality. Mm-hmm. It felt like when I was younger. So what we try to do is we want to bring Little League teams in to run out on the field with our teams or to do camps, things like that, so the college players can interact one-on-one with the Little League players, so they can see that, they were in their shoes at one point too. They're just normal guys that just kept playing ball and kept getting better. And so that's what we try to do everywhere, and that's what we'll try to do in Reedsville as well.
So really building on that history and another generation, so to speak. I received a really cool...
Yeah, another generation.
Yeah, I received a really cool email yesterday about sponsorship opportunities, and I was looking that over carefully because there are a lot of ways we can get involved, all of us. So tell us how that's working with your sponsorships.
Yeah, so we're trying to partner with local businesses in the area to be able to provide more for the community. I mean, it comes down to it. The more support that we have in our operations, the more that we'll be able to do throughout the community and with this team. Obviously, funding is a very big thing for any college, summer league, or minor league baseball team. There's plenty of ways that you can reach out or you can support the team. And you can follow the Old North State League on Facebook or Twitter, or you can email us at oldnorthstateleague@gmail.com, and we can send over any and all opportunities for sponsorships and any other way that a business or a person in the community can get involved.
Well, as I was looking this over last night, Alec, there are a lot of different levels, so they're really all price ranges here for looks like everyone.
Yeah, we wanted to be able to give bigger corporations an opportunity to contribute a little bit bigger if they wanted to, and then also target small businesses with some of our other options. The Old North State League is a 501c6 nonprofit, so basically it's the same nonprofit as the NFL. In the sense that it's a sports league. So any and all advertisement will be considered a tax write-off as a donation, basically. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, this is great to get an update from you directly about the Reedsville Luckies and the old North State League and what's happening there in Reedsville. And I know we share in your excitement and a lot of momentum already. So when do where will you be playing? When did the season kick off and things like that we should know too, Alec?
So normally what we do is any out-of-state guys or any non-local guys, they'll report on June 1st. There'll normally be a practice day or two on June 2nd, June 3rd, and then we'll start playing right then. The first game could be June 3rd or June 4th. It depends. We'll really schedule right after the first of the new year and go from there. But it's always the 1st of June, and the season will run through the end of July. Playoffs are normally the last week of July.
Okay. Is there anything else before you and I finish up this segment that you wanted to mention?
Not really. We're just really, really excited for the opportunity to get in Reedsville. Like I said, the community is awesome. and we hope to see each and every person out at a game at some point this year and the next few years. I'm hoping we're there for a really long time.
Well, it sounds like you're off to a great start, and we're excited you brought all of this to Reedsville, and we wish you much success. We'll talk again, I'm sure, at some point in time. So thank you, Alec.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Quinton, I want you to wrap us up here. We've got some time to maybe give us some Reidsville Parks and Recreation news and some events coming up, perhaps.
Yes. So, Mike, October the 29th at J.C. Park from 6 to 8 o'clock, we'll be hosting our drive-through truck trick-or-treat event. Right now, we're doing a virtual online contest for those that want to decorate their house, their pumpkin carving, or a costume. The way that you enter is at the Halloween at ReedsvilleNC.gov, and if you can submit those pictures by October the 26th by 5, you get a chance to actually win one of our gift cards that we have from one of the sponsors for this group. So we're looking forward and hoping that everyone gets a chance to actually come out. I know it's a little bit non-traditional than your regular door-to-door trick-or-treating here, but again, at J.C. Park, the 29th, that Thursday, please drive through from 6 to 8 to kind of get some candy from one of the little shoots that we got made. I know our Parks and Rec division will be there, our community development will be there, and we have some other guests that will be having set up tables there. So again, the doors and drive-through will open up at 6, so hopefully you try to get there on time to make sure that the flow of traffic goes through, that everybody can kind of get a piece of candy and kind of celebrate the traditional Halloween.
Sure. Yeah, you said non-traditional. This is a non-traditional year, isn't it, for everything? But this is a pretty neat idea. So that's 1 week from today at J.C. Park, 6 till 8 that evening for the drive-through trick-or-treat. So that's great to have that. Anything else we need to mention?
Well, that's the only thing that we have as far as this, on the month this right now. But again, like how Alec said, man, we're super excited again. Just to bring the atmosphere of the baseball to the community, and looking forward to those summer evenings, summer nights where the lights are bright, you can smell the grass, and someone's grilling hot dogs, and we can just sit back, watch a couple games here, man. So, we're looking forward to constantly push that forward, man, and continue to bring great atmosphere and great entertainment to the city of Reedsville.
I've got the vision. I'm seeing it in my mind. I'm smelling the whole flavor of that. That sounds great. Okay, well, awesome. Quinton, I appreciate you. Glad you're in that position as Superintendent of Parks and Rec for the city of Reedsville, and we will be talking again soon. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, and that's our program for today with Reedsville Parks and Recreation. Let me direct you to the website for more information. That is riseupreedsville.com.